All right, so real quick, I wanted to run through the pairs for the week. As far as the currencies go, I've got 14 here. Out of the 28 pairs, half of them I'm actually watching. So your USD JPY, you guys see, obviously there was a huge move down on the last day of trading, the 22nd, Friday. And so I'm just going to play that momentum down off of the key level. We had it pull back, and I identified an entry back here. And then obviously I think it's going to drop down. I actually did something new here with the stop loss. The stop loss is based on the previous day's pivot, so that's kind of like a new thing that I'm experimenting with. Stop loss previous pivot. And so this is something that I'll utilize whenever we have a huge pip value as far as from entry to stop loss. I don't want to put my stop all the way up here. If I'm that wrong, where it takes that much ground for me to lose my 1%, I can pretty much tell within this stop loss that I was wrong, and the trade went against me. So I'm willing to risk that 1% is what I'm saying. I can probably even get out once it hits right in here. So this is really just kind of a discretionary type of play, and it's all based on how much space there is here. So that's how I'm playing that one, and that's USD JPY. I'm going to look for that to drop further. USD CAD, kind of wanted to watch this one. Not 100% sure what I'm looking for here. Actually, yeah. So higher time frame tells me that we're overextended, and I'm gonna look for a drop back down. It even looks like on the MACD we're losing steam here, so I'm gonna look for a possible entry on a while it's dropping, or maybe more than likely it's going to be a pullback type of play. And based on today's movement, we'll probably have a really tight pivot point range, because we've been like very sideways for today. So I'm going to look for it to be super tight and probably within this area. So I'll look for a pull, move downwards, and then maybe a pullback and take it off of this key level more than likely. So yeah, that's what that's going to look like. You guys know my plays by now. You know how I like to trade. NZD CAD, opportunity to take this higher. I think I just put this on the list because it's so overextended. Obviously, we're kind of in no man's land with it. Up here by the 382 Fibonacci level. So I'm going to be looking for a reverse, an opportunity to take this down as well. Eventually, I need like a rejection candle. I need reversal candles. I need all that good stuff in order to take it. This is the fake out with the writing on the wall, and there's huge rejections here. So I did this earlier. I'm looking for that rejection and opportunity to take this lower. It's off a key level. For whatever reason, I didn't feel confident to take it live right here, but really there's like an entry right in here. And then your stop is going to be up here, so it'll look something like this. And this is one of those where you just see the fastball and you hit it later. But probably take it all the way down to here ish. And whenever I write in price target like that, man, just take it with a grain of salt, because it might not necessarily reach all the way there, but I'm gonna watch the price action to kind of tell me when I should get out. But you know, maximized wise, I'm at 3.5, which is nice. GBP, NZD, similar setup. JPY, I'm looking for a bounce up, and so I put this arrow here, but I'm looking for a jump up from this trend line that I drew in. It looks really juicy on this daily chart right here. So I think there'll be an opportunity to take this higher, but I want to kind of see. You see how it dropped down last week, so I want to wait for it to level and give us something solid to bounce off of to the high side. And so that probably also means that I'm going to have to wait for it to break the 50 on the 4-hour chart for me to feel safer, or at least the 200 EMA, you know. GBP CHF, it looks like it's dropping as well off a key level, and so similar to the other pairs aside from GBP JPY. Look for that to drop down. GBP CAD, previous day's pivot point, this is the same thing. I was playing on this one, and this is picked just like that in previous day, and we're down here. But yeah, I'm looking for that to pull back. It came back down. It looks like it's going to reverse from this level again and go back up, and then I'm going to get out. It'll just be a quick bam bam play, nothing big, no home run, just a base hit. UVP AUD, it looks like I might have picked incorrectly on this one. MACD does not look bullish at all. You'll notice on the 4-hour chart as well. So I might go ahead and get out of this while we're in it, while we're here live. But I got into this earlier today as an opportunity. We're at about, I'd say that's fair to say that's half. I'll call it 0.65 though, just so y'all don't think I'm trying to cheat the reality of the situation here. Negative goes out. Go do negative 0.65%, and today's the 25th. And so that's going to look like that. CHF JPY, also a pretty risky entry, but you know, I'm here to take on risk. That's what we're doing. So that's what we're in business to do. I'll take this trade, and I think we're going to reverse from here and drop down to baseline is where I've got pointed out as a target. So that's 2%. I like that. Euro GBP, I actually did this one live, kind of waiting for it to reverse. I admit that I'm probably a little bit early on it, but you see how these EMAs are stacked up. It's very, very nice. And I did a separate video analyzing this entry specifically. So let's see where that one goes. Euro AUD, kind of watching the same type of play. Looks like we're kind of sideways right now though, man. So I got to be careful here. And this trend is slightly up to sideways. It's not really a good play to be to trade right now. I don't think it's just not ready. And so I noticed on this one, AUD NZD, there's a new baseline. So I drew a whole new fib set, and we're even extended on the new fib set. So this is the old fib set where we were overextended back here, and we just kind of proceeded to go down. So I drew a whole brand new fib because I felt like I was just, you know, maybe I'm off on that, and maybe there's a way to adjust baseline. I got to figure that out. That's the truth of the matter. I don't really know yet, but yeah, I just kind of watched this, and I think obviously there was a very, very clean entry right here on the pullback to pivot with the 50 EMA, and lots of momentum. You know, the trend is obviously to the downside, so, and it's playing within this channel. It's really just stair-stepping. As you can see, I really like it when it stair-steps like that. This is the channel right here, man, just so anybody who's not familiar can kind of see that. My laptop's about to die, but I should be able to run through. Okay, last one. And then AUD JPY, want to take kind of roll the dice on this one because the pullback was so intense. And then we had like this consolidation type of stuff, respecting this 50 EMA. I'm gonna look for that to drop in as well. So yeah, that's what this is looking like for the week so far. And we'll just keep an eye on it, man. And I'm gonna take trades that come and you know, watch a couple, but I'll probably be a little bit more aggressive this week, just so I can get the numbers up and also force myself to kind of look at different entry criteria and ideas. That's how it goes. So yeah. Anyways, appreciate you guys, and hit me up in the comment section if you have any questions. Peace.